It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie, yo, 193. Day in the neighborhood. My brothers and sisters. As always, man, hope y'all doing well out there today. And I thank y'all for coming back to the channel once again and watching another one of these crazy ass videos with the bean. And I know today's video gonna be crazy as hell. Why? Because we going back to that man, Lazy Masquarade. Going back to the Lazy Man, y'all. Check the title out. Disturbing Things I Found on the Internet, Volume 4. Now, I don't know how many of these disturbing things I found on the internet we done watched together, but I know it at least been one or two of them. And every time the shit just be like, what is that? That's how lazy shit always be like, what the hell am I looking at? So, like I said, I know we finna get into another crazy ass video fucking with Lazy. But before we check out that crazy ass video, y'all know what y'all gotta do. Get whatever you may need. Get what you need. We back to the Lazy Man once again, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all got what y'all need. Y'all ready to go? Then let's go. The Lazy.
You may not have guessed it, but I'm actually a big fan of fragrances. I like how certain...
Lazy started off his video with a damn commercial. Y'all fuck with, I don't know what that is. Y'all just fuck with it. Scentbird. Y'all fuck with Scentbird, man. Get you some smell goods. Let's go.
It's not unheard of for streamers to do atrocious things live on camera in the pursuit of clout. But this is the first time that I've come across one who has used a stream to cover up his off-camera atrocities. Northern Irish streamer Stephen McCullough, better known by his username VoteSaxon07, was a popular YouTuber who specialised in toy reviews. If you're a fan of Doctor Who memorabilia, you may have heard of him. And yet, despite his relatively frequent upload schedule, if you head over to his channel right now, you'll notice that his last video was posted about 3 weeks ago. Now, it's not unusual for YouTubers to take breaks to avoid burnout, but the reason behind Stephen's absence is much more sinister than that. On December 18th, 2022, the body of Stephen's girlfriend, 32-year-old Natalie McNally, was found inside her Silverwood Green home. She had been stabbed multiple times, and her hands and arms were covered in defensive wounds.
Damn.
Natalie was 15 weeks pregnant at the time of her slaying, and she had no doubt fought not only for her own life, but for that of her unborn son.
Bruh, I know this man ain't do this shit, y'all. I know you ain't sit right here and kill your girlfriend and your damn unborn child. Come on. Let's go.
After examining the scene, investigators realized there were no signs of a forced entry, indicating that Natalie both knew and trusted her killer, at least well enough for her to unlock the door for them while she was home alone. In such cases, the victim's partner is usually considered the prime suspect.
Yeah.
However, our man Stephen had a rock-solid alibi. At the exact time that the murder had taken place, he happened to be hosting a live stream on his YouTube channel. The 6-hour-long stream clearly showed Stephen in his Lisbon home, playing video games on the night that his girlfriend was slain.
I'm gonna call it now, y'all. I'm calling it now. And that wasn't no damn real live stream. That probably was some shit he had recorded and was acting like it was a live stream just to give him an alibi. That gotta be what this is. But let's see.
And proved that he couldn't have been the person who took Natalie's life. Many of Steven's subscribers had watched the stream live on December 18th, so if he were to ever be charged, there would be plenty of witnesses to speak in his defense and say that he was indeed home on the night that the slaying occurred. Irrefutable evidence of his innocence, you may be thinking. Well, initially, the investigators thought the same, and despite taking him in for questioning, they were forced to let Stephen walk free. That is, until some new, damning evidence came to light. Detectives decided to take a look at some of the CCTV footage from the night of the incident, captured in areas around Natalie McNally's home. And wouldn't you know it, a surveillance camera caught Stephen riding a bus from the scene of the crime. According to analysts, Stephen could be seen wearing a yellow rubber glove underneath a black glove as he paid the bus driver. That stuck out to investigators. Traces of a yellow marigold cleaning glove were found on a blood smear in Natalie's home. Well, after combing through more than 4,000 hours of footage from different surveillance cameras, detectives were able to trace all of Stephen's movements on December 18th. From when he arrived on Natalie's street at 8:52 p.m. to when he left her house at 9:30. To him taking a combination of public transport and a taxi back to his home. It was all there in grainy black and white. Stephen clearly was the man responsible for ending Natalie's life. And yet, that just didn't make sense. Thousands of people had watched Stephen playing video games in his home at the time of the incident. How could he have been in two places at once? Well, the simple answer is, he wasn't. Stephen's December 18th livestream had been pre-recorded. He
Yep.
filmed the video days before he killed his partner, and planned to use it as an alibi. Shortly before departing from his home and heading to Natalie's, Stephen began his fake stream, which he titled The Violent Night Christmas Live Gaming Stream. This went out to his viewers, who all believed that they were watching a live video. Natalie herself even liked Stephen's tweet announcing the stream was live, unaware that in that moment, he was on his way over to kill her.
That's fucked up.
After looking at the video, there were a few signs that the stream itself had been pre-recorded. At the very beginning, for example, Stephen remarks that he won't be able to read the live chat due to technical difficulties.
Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame. So, by all means, talk amongst yourselves. I could use my phone to dip in every now and again and check it, but I've decided that I kind of hate live streams where people just sit and read comments and go, "Oh my god, yes, ask me questions, better." And also, if I go on my phone for too long, I'll end up just scrolling through TikTok, and the amount of time that I've lost scrolling through TikTok is unbelievable. So yeah, phone's away. Can't look at the live chat for some bloody reason, because if I do, it makes the whole thing freeze and OBS just screws up.
Throughout the stream, he kept on awkwardly bringing up the fact that he wouldn't be interacting with the chat. Obviously, because for him, there was no live chat for him to be interacting with. That didn't stop his viewers from typing away during the pre-recorded stream though, all of them oblivious to the fact that they weren't watching their favourite YouTuber live, but actually the recording of a cold and calculated killer, using them for an alibi. Throughout this live stream, Stephen even seemed to drop little hints about his plan. 3 hours, 26 minutes and 24 seconds into the video, while Stephen is supposedly taking a break, he flashes a "No Time to Die" poster on the screen.
And I feel like he just did that little shit on purpose. Like he wanted to drop little breadcrumbs, little clues of what he actually was doing that night. I don't even know why he thought this was a good alibi. I don't know why he thought that this was gonna work. Yeah, for a half a second when you first tell the police, no, it wasn't me. I was live streaming. But as soon as the police just dig a little into if you was actually live streaming, bro, they was gonna find out the truth. So this was just a bullshit alibi from the beginning. And that was a bullshit ass excuse talking about why you can't look at your damn live chat and you can't go on your phone, cause if you go on your phone, then you gonna be on TikTok all damn night. What? Come on, bro.
After the break ends, he smirks and says it was a simple mistake. Given when Stephen began his pre-recorded stream, that No Time to Die image would have appeared at 9:26 PM, the time that Natalie Skeller was inside her home, murdering her. At a different point, he even says Natalie's name outright.
Yeah, that's physics. That's what would happen in the real world. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So why would Stephen leave these seemingly intentional hints throughout the video? Narcissism perhaps? Duper's delight? Or perhaps he wanted people to pick up on them? Who can say? When detectives seized Stephen's computer, they found the video of the staged livestream, and the metadata proved that it had been filmed 4 days before the killing. They also learned that following the slaying, Stephen visited Natalie's parents and left his phone behind at their house on record. This was his makeshift bugging device, so he could determine whether they suspected him or not. He returned 40 minutes later to collect his phone, which he pretended he had left behind by accident. On February 2nd of this year, Stephen was charged with Natalie's murder. During his first court hearing, he admitted to striking a previous romantic partner in the face back in 2019, and also to faking the livestream on his channel, though he vehemently denied having anything to do with Natalie's demise. Now it seems that his video alibi is going to be used as proof of premeditation. It's important to note that this case is still fresh and ongoing, and that Stephen is yet to stand trial and be found guilty. But with such a mountain of evidence against him, I think it's safe to say that the right man's been charged. Now the only question is, what compelled him to take the life of his pregnant partner? His excuse, whatever it may be, is of course irrelevant. The fact of the matter is that 2 innocent lives were taken by a cold and calculating individual who no doubt thought he was smart enough to get away with his actions. Stephen's infamous livestream is still up on his channel. Watching it now, knowing why he made it and what he was planning, is unsettling, to say the least.
Attack, panic, attack. That's what we're doing.
I mean, bro, that shit, dog, man, dude just really fucking stupid. He thought that shit was gonna work. Then just like at the end, attack, then he looking at the camera doing all that smirking and shit. Like he was trying to leave clues with the shit at the same time. But the main thing I get from it, more than anything, the more of this story, long story short, short story long, your favorite damn YouTubers can be a murderer. Your favorite ones, not even just your favorite, like absolute favorite, just people you watch on YouTube every day. You think they living this great life and they so cool and they just, you know what I'm saying, just the good people, good-hearted people can be fucking murderers. It's crazy, man. You don't know who is who in this world, man. Shit like that just make you just feel like you don't know who to trust. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I could be a fucking murderer and y'all don't know it. I can have me goddamn probably about 11, 12 bodies up on my belt right now. Let me stop, man. That would never be me. Hell to the motherfucking no. I would never, ever, bro. I just don't even, like, I'm the type person, and I know y'all lives out there too, to I can't even, like, that don't even pop in my head to just go start murdering people. Like, that's something that I just don't even go through my brain cells. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the second one.
On September 19th, 2022, Queen Elizabeth II's funeral procession was broadcast live throughout the world by numerous TV stations. One of those broadcasters was ITV, one of the UK's major free-to-air networks, and the second most watched channel behind BBC One. It was during that news coverage, as the procession came to an end, and Her Majesty's body was being driven to Windsor, that a strange audio message interrupted the programme.
Death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped.
As you can see...
What the hell was that?
Well, as you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads out into West London...
Hold on, play that again.
Just before a male reporter began describing the unfolding events live on air, a still unidentified woman with an English accent was heard whispering the words, "The death is irreversible, and the fact is, she's trapped now." Others seem to hear the fact that she's trapped now.
That death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped.
As you can see...
The voice is then cut off by the presenter. It's unclear whether this cryptic message was aimed at the viewers directly, or whether this woman was simply talking to a colleague and her words were accidentally picked up for the world to hear. Whatever the case though, she had certainly caught the public's attention. The content of the voice's message was creepy enough on its own, but given the context, her words took on an altogether more disturbing meaning.
Yeah.
It sounded to many listeners as if this woman was talking about the Queen herself, and that she had accidentally, or intentionally, revealed some top-secret information. That the government, or some type of clandestine organization, had tried to reanimate Elizabeth II, only for her spirit to somehow become stuck somewhere. Even weirder, it seemed to imply that to the most powerful in society, methods do already exist to make death reversible, or at least that transferring consciousness is possible. Others remarked that the voice sounded eerily similar to that of the late Princess Diana's.
Well, we had unique pressures put upon us, and we both...
Time the fuck out, bro. I just got chills all through my damn body. That do sound just like Princess Diana. Oh, hell no. Then Laser already was talking about some shit, talking about how it may be possible from just hearing what that lady said, that death is irreversible and some shit and she trapped, that it may be possible, bro, that people already, the higher ups, the elites, the Illuminati of the world, might already know how to transfer people's souls into other bodies and shit. And then you hear that damn lady, whoever it was, sounding just like Princess Diana. Boy, you start to put two and two together and your head be about to explode. I don't know, y'all. I ain't saying shit true. I ain't saying what ain't true. But damn, that just like literally sent chill through my body when I heard her voice. Because she sounds just like the damn lady. And Princess Diana been dead for over 20 years now.
both tried our hardest to cover them up, but obviously it wasn't to be.
That death is irreversible, and the fact that she's trapped.
As you can see...
Of course, a more rational explanation would be that this hushed woman was simply another reporter practicing lines, or speaking abstract nonsense to warm up her voice. This reporter had either left her microphone on by mistake, or she was broadcasting on a different network, and her audio signal got picked up by ITV. Those are both possibilities, sure. I've also seen one source claim that the voice was from a guest of the Mail news reporter, and her words were picked up by his microphone. That does sound plausible too. There are also those that hear the word travelling instead of trapped, which makes a lot more sense given the circumstances. But even so, who just drops the line, "the death is irreversible," into casual conversation? It's such an unnecessarily strange statement to make, especially during a news report. ITV is yet to explain the broadcast interruption themselves, so all we can do is speculate on what this woman was talking about, why she said it in such a strange way, and how it wound up on live TV in the first place.
See, that one right there, y'all, that's one of the ones where people can come up, and I'm pretty sure they already have, can come up with a million, quadrillion, kabillion ass theories. Like, it's so many, man, I'm pretty sure so many theories out there for that one. Now, when I was talking about that, it sounded like Princess Diana and all that. I don't believe that as much as I believe that maybe she was just in the room with the reporter and she was talking at the time. And then the reporter, he came on, had to, do the broadcast, and they just accidentally picked up what she was saying, even though I can't rationalize for real why she was saying the death is irreversible. Duh! I mean, everybody know death is irreversible, right? Unless y'all on some, I don't know. That's a big ass rabbit hole people going down or can go down fucking with that damn story, man. That's one of the ones where I just leave it be. And just say, I don't know. And that's what I'm going to say. And let's go. The Steam Show.
Ekaterina Didenko is a popular Russian influencer with 1.5 million Instagram followers.
Damn.
A med school graduate and trained pharmacist, she regularly posts videos related to health and life advice. Oftentimes, this advice is questionable, with Ekaterina telling her followers to make use of homemade medicines instead of going to the doctor, despite many criticizing her for making potentially dangerous content. That hasn't stopped Ekaterina from amassing a sizable audience and creating a successful business online. Though interestingly, a lot of that success came after she began documenting a very dark chapter of her life. In February of 2020, Ekaterina was celebrating her 29th birthday with friends and loved ones at a party in Moscow. The event, of course, had to be a spectacle, since Ekaterina was eager to not only enjoy the party herself, but to also make posts about it for all of her followers to see. To help her celebrate the occasion in style, her devoted husband, 32-year-old Valentin Didenko, had planned quite the extravaganza. In fact, he had a grand secret up his sleeve. His piece de resistance. The Steam Show. The sauna complex where they were hosting the party had a very special amenity. A swimming pool. Inspired by a popular trend in Russia at the time.
I already know what this story is. I believe Mr. Ballin told this shit, y'all. I'm almost sure. I'm probably like 90% sure. Not that it's Mr. Ballin. I know Mr. Ballin. I know it was Mr. Ballin who told a story like this. I just don't know if this is the exact one. But it's sounding very similar right now. Let's go.
Time, Valentin planned to gather all of the guests inside the enclosed pool room, and then drop 25 kilograms of dry ice into the water. Essentially,
This is it. And if y'all ain't heard this shit yet, it's finna freak you the fuck out.
creating a dry ice hotbox. After eating and drinking and joking around together, Valentin led all of the guests into the pool room to enjoy the main event, handing out goggles and protective suits to wear. He then shut the doors, wanting his smoky display to last as long as possible. Ekaterina herself recorded what happened next. As expected, as soon as the dry ice hit the water, a huge amount of fog blanketed the pool's surface and quickly began to fill the small room. Spurred on by the crowd, Valentin then jumped into the pool and disappeared under the fog. The partygoers all cheered and laughed as he did, with one of them, possibly Ekaterina, joking. "That's it. He's dead. He's no longer with us." Those words would turn out to be eerily prophetic. When dry ice reacts with water, the thick gas that it creates isn't just harmless water vapor. It's highly concentrated carbon dioxide. If breathed in large amounts, CO2 is toxic to humans and causes asphyxiation and death. And Valentin was now inside the eye of the storm, unable to breathe both above and below the water's surface. Valentin reappeared on camera just once after that, flailing and gasping for air, his friends sure that he was just trying to make them laugh. But when he failed to come back up a second time, they slowly began to realize that something wasn't right. Made all the more clear when several of them began to feel sharp pains running through their bodies, and they all began suffering from a shortness of breath. Everybody started evacuating the room, but for 3 of them, it was too late. Valentin and 2 other guests, Natalia Monakova and Yuri Alfarov, suffocated at the scene. Following the tragedy, Ekaterina's behavior was unusual. As her husband lay dying in a hospital bed, Ekaterina livestreamed what was happening, and even posted this very same video to her social media account for her viewers to watch, despite the fact that it showed her husband and 2 of her friends moments before their untimely ends.
Now see, shit like that just make me sick though. I'm talking about her. Like, why would you post that shit to your damn Instagram, bruh? Like, what? Bruh, certain shit just, you ain't got to show the damn world. You ain't got to show the damn world. And then it's your damn husband. What's the husband, boyfriend, whatever, baby daddy. You ain't got to show that, man. I don't know, man. It's like, in 2023, like, that social media shit, it's great in such a way, but in a way it just made people do just very immoral, whatever the fucked up shit. It made them just kind of seem like they ain't got no heart. You rather just show this shit off to your damn viewers than actually worrying about what actually happened. You want to get views off this shit. You want to get views off your husband's death. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, let's go.
Following this, she continued to document the incident, and many have accused her of using her husband's death to gain more views and followers.
Exactly.
If true, it was a successful strategy, since all of her accounts grew massively following the pool party incident. Many put her strange behavior down to her being terminally online, with one psychologist stating that Ekaterina, quote, is so immersed in the virtual world that it's difficult for her to realize where reality is and where it's not. But there are others who have suggested that Ekaterina's behavior stemmed from something more sinister. That Ekaterina either didn't care about her husband or actively wanted him out of the picture. In their minds, there's no way that a trained pharmacist with experience in chemistry wasn't aware what would happen when you combine dry ice with water in a confined space.
That's true.
To be clear, that's all speculative, and the authorities consider the incident to have been a case of misadventure.
But see, the reason I can't get with that theory that she knew what would happen before it happened with the chemicals, because she should have, because she, do this type shit. She a chemist or whatever the fuck she supposed to be, a doctor, whatever she is online on Instagram, is because I believe she one of them fake ones. I don't believe that lady know what the hell she talking about, bro. Was no real damn doctor, because she telling people not to use real medicine that has proven to work, and telling people to come up with their own home remedy type shit. Like, she sound like a certain person, and I ain't gonna say his name, that used to be the POTUS, the president of the United States, and during the C-19 virus, he was telling motherfuckers to goddamn, what he said, drink some damn cleaning fluid, or he said something. Y'all know, for y'all that know, y'all know what I'm talking about. The man was talking about inhaling cleaning products from under your damn cabinet in the kitchen or something. He was talking about drinking bleach or something, bro, like literally, bro. And that's what I believe. She one of them type, man. She don't know what the hell she talking about for real. She ain't no real damn doctor. She was just putting on that act, and she got a lot of views from it. And then her damn husband died. She wanted to get even more views from that. Let's go.
Still, even though everyone grieves in their own way, her behavior was undoubtedly strange.
Strange as
Less than
hell.
3 months after her husband passed away, Ekaterina began dating a 22-year-old actor. Just 5 months later, she announced that they were engaged. She remarried in March of last year, just 1 year after the death of her previous husband, Valentin, the man who tried to make her 29th birthday one that she would never forget. I suppose in one sense, he succeeded.
Yeah, in one sense. Yeah, you're right, ladies. In one sense, he did succeed, but that was not in the sense that he wanted to succeed in doing it. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me get my words together. And that's the thing, y'all. He was doing that whole shit for her. Like that whole party that he came up with all that for her. Like he wanted her to this to be the most memorable birthday she ever had. You know what I'm saying? And for him to die like that, man, god damn. It's so crazy too, y'all. Mr. Ballin told his story too. But they do it so differently. They way so differently. Both of them excellent. But the way Mr. Ballin told it, he ain't actually have video of this shit. I think he had pictures or he showed a couple of little clips of a video. Lazy showed a lot more that gave me another outlook on it. Another, you know what I'm saying? Just another take on it, bro. Lazy did a great job with that, y'all. But Mr. Ballin shit, boy, his shit was crazy too. Now y'all already know the story, so it might not be as crazy because back then when I was watching that, I ain't even know what the hell was going on to the end. But the story's still crazy any damn way, man. That lady couldn't have been no damn doctor or chemist or psychologist, scientist, whatever the fuck. For real, bro. She couldn't have been, bro. Or maybe she was and she knew it was gonna happen and still allowed them to do that. And one more thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. I'm just the type person, bro. We gotta get dressed up in hazmat suits and put all this on and go in this little small room and chemicals start going everywhere. I would have been like, nah, I'm good. I ain't fucking with that. And I've been trying to tell everybody else that, man, what ain't this here, man? We can find a better way to celebrate your damn birthday than what we doing. It seems like just me putting a damn hazmat suit on to do some shit that gonna already make me feel like I'm doing some shit dangerous. Like I'm doing shit that can goddamn get somebody killed easily. Like I'm fucking with some chemicals or radioactivity type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would have just been cautious from the beginning with that one, man. The Steam Show. Lazy Masquarade. Hey, man, I love Lazy, y'all. And I love y'all too, man. Glad y'all came back and fuck with me. Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all get up out this bit now. But before you leave, now hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good right there. And until I see y'all again, my friends, got a couple more things to say. Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.